This Saturday, November 2nd, at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, I will be hosting a live playtest of my strategic board game, Pincer, A Gentleman's War, here on YouTube between 3 of my closest friends. They're not only hilarious and great to hang out with, but also some of the most strategically gifted minds I know, and I think it's going to be a really interesting match. So come hang out, feel free to hop in the chat, and I think we're going to have a blast. Mark your calendars, this Saturday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, the game is on. If you're new here, my name is Julian, and on this channel I document my journey in creating the ultimate strategy board game, Pincer, A Gentleman's War. In this game, you'll expand your empire by building colonies, managing resources, and most importantly, facing your opponents on the battlefield. Head over to my website, playpincer.com, and learn how you can become a playtester today. In a way, game design is like an art project, to me anyways. You spend so much time and creative energy pouring your soul into it, and like any artist, you want to share your creation with the world. That's why I'm looking forward to this so much. I've been telling you all about my game all this time, but now you'll really get to see it in action. My dream from the start of this channel has always been to playtest my game live. In some ways, all the previous videos have been leading up to this because I thought it was important to give people an idea of what my game is about, the basic rules, mechanics, and now that the foundation is laid, I think we're finally ready for this, and I believe it'll mark a new era in my channel. I have to admit though, the playtesting has been harder than I thought it would be. As you know, I recently launched my game on Tabletop Simulator, where playtesters can play and give some informed feedback through a survey. And I guess I naively assumed that this would just give me all the answers I was looking for, and I would live happily ever after with the greatest board game of all time. Well, turns out it's a little more complicated than that. I am really happy with all the feedback and suggestions from everyone, and really grateful that you all take the time out to do so, but I have to say, it can lead to more questions than answers. For example, I asked in the survey, were you satisfied with the victory condition? And a lot of people were not, or had mixed reactions. So what to do with all this? The challenge is now taking all this information and making a meaningful change that improves the game, and that's where I'm at now. I don't have all the answers, and they're not exactly falling from the sky. That's why I'm really looking forward to this playtest Saturday. I think it could really help me sort out some of the feedback I've received in the surveys and bounce ideas or solutions off some really trusted friends of mine. I know we won't figure everything out this Saturday, but I believe it'll be a really helpful starting place. My whole approach for designing this game has been somewhat unconventional. I put a lot of work into the artwork before really nailing the solid rules down, and as a result, I might have a blind spot to some of the fat in the game that I've grown attached to. I want to go into this playtest with an open mind and be willing to part ways with some of the pieces, rules, or mechanics that might be dear to me, or make changes based on their experience. Whatever happens though, I'm really looking forward to hanging out with you all, my close buddies, and having an epic game night. Now this thought just occurred to me this past week, but if this playtest goes well, I think it could be a blast to do more and maybe even host some sort of tournament in the future where you all could enter and compete for some sort of prize. I think this could be a great time and a great way to not only build community engagement, but also to really fine-tune the rules. So let me know if that's something that would interest you all in the comments, and we'll look into the next steps. Mark your calendars though, this Saturday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're having an epic game night, and I don't want you to miss it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.